Welcome back to Cream Mothers episode 28. This is the Italian Grand Prix. Ferrari's home Grand Prix. I get to do two home Grand Prix in a row. Of course, you didn't get to see Silverstone. But, yeah, we'll get to two home Grand Prix in a row in front of the Tozzi here in Italy. And as you can see, we're starting in last place on the grid after the entertaining race that I had inspired. Decided, well, might as well continue it. So, two-stop race, as per usual in these 50% races. So we are going to line up now for the grid. 22nd, it's going to be a dry race all the way through, and that is going to be very nice for us. Looking for a good result here after going all the way from last place to second on the grid in Belgium. We might be looking for a win here. I mean, we have finished ahead of Hamilton. Well, of course, we finished ahead of him in Spa, and we might be looking for the win here to get even closer to him in the championship, but it's going to be difficult starting for 22nd, but I think that's what will make this career mode more interesting to watch. Anyway, we're building up to the lights. 4 lights, 5 lights, lights on, away we go here for the Italian Grand Prix, and we get off to what was actually a pretty bad start when you look at it. I mean, compared to the back markers, some of them are just driving away. We didn't get off to the best of stuff. Someone has a lot of, I don't know if that's tyre smoke or something, I don't know. Heading into the first turn, no, we've made slight contact with Kobayashi, we've lost a bit of our front wing. Then we come right up to Gutierrez, and then apparently we're squeezing someone out, and this is just hectic through the first turn. Getting squeezed by so many cars and making contact with so many that you just lose so much time. And there Gutierrez almost turned in on us. We could have lost a bit of our front wing there. Going around the outside of him now, going around the outside of Kvyat as well. He almost squeezes us out up through the inside of Grosjean, Hulkenberg and Kvyat. I think it was not Kvyat, but it was someone else. We went up at the inside of a few cars there, up into 11th place. Now our former teammate Jenson Button just ahead of us. We're going to be looking to overtake him, but it's not going to be right now. We just got a bit of our tyre on the gravel there, and we are going to lose some time to him, so it's going to take a few laps to gain up on that one, but it's a good start up half the field there. And now on lap 2, something happens here. The car's going very, very slow, and we use it as an opportunity to overtake Button side by side through here. Yep, we've got him. And Perez now ahead of us. We're going to go late on the brakes. We're going to get him and Bottas now up into 8th. Ricardo ahead of us. If we're going to overtake him on the straight, it's not going to be with DRS, it's going to be with raw power. Thing is about the Red Bull, it lacks straight line speed, so not even in his slipstream. Up his outside, well, down his outside into 7th place as we head into Ascari now. Great start for us there, and now we can focus on some of the front runners, especially Lewis Hamilton. And here we are on lap 3 now, trying to gain through, and all of a sudden, for some reason, my teammate, Fernando Alonso, is going very slow. I think he might have got squeezed out when trying to overtake someone, or someone overtook him, and he got squeezed out. But we're going to use that to our advantage. We overtake our team, and we're up into 6th place now. Here on lap 3, up the road, is Nico Rosberg. He had a pretty bad start. I think he was on pole or second. Well, he was definitely pole or second, because, you know, Mercedes lockout as per usual. Coming down this straight now, we are picking up some speed here tonight. There's gonna be a fight tonight. If you look at the blue thing, by the way, just putting it out there, I would have put Hamilton as my rival, but I decided to be Vettel, just for an easier drive, because, you know, just for the sake of it. Anyway, through the chicane, Vettel squeezes out Rosberg. We're stuck behind Rosberg now. We've gained on him a lot down this little back straight here, and I think Rosberg probably had DRS on Vettel as well. Now through this right-hander in this chicane, it's somewhere where the AI is struggling, something that I'm really good at. Look at this, in the slipstream of Rosberg, and around we go, into 5th place, and a purple sector through there. Cutting over the grass a little, well, cutting the corner a little bit there, but we don't need to know that. Lap 7 now, still behind Vettel, going to use his slipstream though, into the chicane again, late braking, up his inside, and we are up into 4th place now. And of all people, Kevin Magnussen is in 3rd place. A bit shocking, but we're not going to gain on him right now because it's lap 8 and it's time to come in for our pit stop. So we're going to go for the first set of 2 prime tires that we're going to put on in this race. I won't show the second pit stop because it wasn't anything drastic. Unfortunately, we lose a few seconds there in the pits due to the front wing change that we got from having contact with Kobayashi heading into turn 1. Back on lap 1, it didn't affect the race that much. It was just sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Visual damage. It really was not affecting, but unfortunately, because of the front wing change, we have come up behind Vettel in the pit stop, so it's our job now to overtake him. Through here, we've gone very quick there, coming out of that turn. We've made contact with Vettel, not once but twice. But here we go now through this section. We're both on exactly the same tyres. We've both got exactly the same warmth in them. So it's going to be down to whichever driver has got the better car and who's going to be the better driver here. We are going to commit round here, round the outside of that turn. That was a very close maneuver, could have ended up on the gravel, but we have overtaken him and we're up into 10th place now, sliding a bit around here. But we've overtaken Vettel, which is an advantage for us now at the end of lap 9. Here we go, we're coming up on everyone. Kvyat. Oh well, that's some people were up into 6th, we're up into 5th. We've just overtaken, I think that was our teammate coming out of there. 210 miles an hour, not even with DRS. That is Nico Rosberg. So unfortunately, Rosberg has jumped us in the pits. We come out in 5th as opposed to 4th. I think that was due to the front wing though, but it's okay because we are lining up another maneuver on Rosberg. He's on cold tyres. We've got tyres that are a few laps older and warmer. And here we go now, gaining on him in his slipstream. Going to go down the inside of him, heading into the chicane. Nicely done. 4th place, once again ours, as we once again slide through here. And now we set our sights on Magnussen. And here we are, lap 11 now. A few laps of gaining on him. We were getting somewhat closer to him a little bit, but there we go. We step out onto the gravel there and we lose our grip a little bit. But this allows Rosberg to come up our inside with DRS. And he's taking us over back again for 4th place. Going to try and get through Oscar. Each decided to pull out at the last second there because that could have been a bad maneuver for the both of us. So unfortunately, he is going to stay. He's going to remain in 4th place. Sorry, we have to try and get him back here. We're not going to get him down this back straight. Maybe we're going to get him sooner or later. Braking, going a bit wide through there. Unfortunately, through the parabolica, but on this back straight now. I think we were within 1 second of him. That's why we went a little bit wide to try and get that DRS. Did it work out? Yes, it did. DRS. Look at the speedometer just rile up. 220, 225, 230 miles an hour. Late on the brakes, up Rosberg's inside, and we have taken him through turn 1, through the chicane, and we are up into 4th place. Now we set our sights on Magnussen. Lap 13 now. No, well, it's not. Well, now lap 14. It's nothing to do with pit stops because that's Kevin Magnussen up the road. We have been gaining on him over these last few laps, and we've been driving away from Rosberg. Magnussen, for some reason, put on the brakes really early into the chicane, and we were able to gain on him. He also got a bad exit. We got a good exit. We've closed down quite a bit on him, at least a second easily. And now through our section of the track, it's looking like it's going to lead up to an easy overtake on Magnussen. Building up the speed. Here we go, down the inside. We're into a podium position for the first time in this race. 3rd place is now ours. That is going to make the fans really happy. And after lap again of gaining, we gain on Felipe Massa now. And here we go into the DRS. We were trying to gain on him, but we slip out of control a little bit there. Something about the setup I chose had a little bit of oversteer to it. So you have to be careful there, and unfortunately for us, we slipped out. The DRS though helped us remain within the usual range of Massa. We go wide here through Ascari. Once again, a bit of slipping. And yeah, so there we go. That's kind of unfortunate about that. But now on lap 17, I think it was just a few turns later, we are gaining on Massa again. Looking to commit down the inside. Dive bomb. Side by side. Massa though staying with us. And he makes us go wide, so we have to give the position back. Great fighting by the AI there, not giving up the place. But the problem is, where we've overtaken so many others on this track, is where we're going to look to try and overtake Felipe Massa here today. Round the right-hander, gaining on him significantly in his slipstream down the inside, and into 2nd place. There's only one man left ahead of us. That man is the current leader of the World Championship. That man is Lewis Hamilton. Lap 24. The clouds have gone a bit grayer, and after again almost 10 laps of consistently gaining on Hamilton, consistent lap after lap, he's just up the road from us. We need a win here today, not just for the home fans, not just for the team, but for us ourselves. We need to gain on Hamilton. We need this win here today. DRS heading into Ascari now. Is it going to be good enough to overtake him? Going to go on the outside, committing down the inside on the grass into Ascari. We have finally taken the lead of the Italian Grand Prix, and we cut that turn quite a bit there. But it doesn't matter. We've finally taken the lead. Consistently getting on Hamilton worked a treat, and now we are going to head on to this final lap now, down these last few turns into the parabolica. Hamilton never posed a threat to us, and more consistent driving and fuel conservation meant that we were able to bring it to the finish. Hero, 0 to hero, and here we go, we have won the Italian Grand Prix. Our 2nd win for Ferrari. And what should have been a win last year, of course, was not to be due to the penalty, but this year we celebrate in front of the Ferrari fans, and we have pulled out the lead. this 22nd to first one, well, 22nd stipulation is much more entertaining than qualifying, I have to say. And there it is, we have officially beaten Lewis Hamilton in this race. We finally got the win. After being so close in Spa, it's finally great to get a win here today. And unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately, but there was one retiree, and that was Marcus Ericsson. He would have finished in 22nd anyway. But if you look, I believe we are now, if you give me a second. Don't quote me because I can't tell. I think that either says 9 or 4 points behind Lewis Hamilton. And we moved up into 3rd place in the Constructors' Championship. Our 2nd win for Ferrari. I think our 5th win of the season. Things are looking good heading into Singapore. It's going to be a good race. It's going to be a long one, though. The longest of the season. And a chance, maybe, where we can take the lead of the Drivers' World Championship. Anyway, that is this episode of Career Mode. I will see you on Saturday for the next episode. Take care, guys. And ta-ra!